everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sana and today I'm going to be doing a video on all my 2025 favorites. I made a video like this last year as well, and it's just so fun to look back on everything that I enjoyed in the year. I've split everything into 4 categories to explore today. I've written everything down in my notebook, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. The first category is fashion, and I don't even need to look to know what my first favorite is. It is my silver Charles & Keith bag. I wore this bag almost every day this year. It's been my school bag, and even my friends have called it my bag of the year because I wear this everywhere. I wear it to school, I wear it shopping, I wear it to work. It's just the perfect bag. It spruces up any outfit. Even on the days when I was wearing sweatpants to school, I feel like with this bag, I just look so cool. The color of this bag is so perfect to me. It's silver, but it's almost a gunmetal silver, so it's a little bit darker. I have this Kuromi charm on the bag that my friend got for me. It's also the perfect size. It's pretty big, so you can fit a lot of things in this bag. Only complaint would be that I did kind of blow my back out wearing this bag some of the days in school. My shoulders would hurt so bad on days when I had to bring papers or files to school, so I did have to switch over to a backpack for a few weeks, especially finals week. But as long as I'm just going shopping or I don't need to bring too much to school that day, I love bringing this bag. At some point, I was definitely sacrificing my spinal health to carry this bag around, but it's just so pretty. Like, wouldn't you do it too? Like, spine pain is temporary, swag is forever. And that's why I love this bag so much. My friend actually gave this bag to me, and I'm so grateful to her for giving me this bag. She also gave me a pair of heels with it. Let me show them to you actually. They're not part of the favorites video, but you know what? They should be. The heels that my friend gave me when she gave me that bag, are they not just the sexiest shoes that you've ever seen? I feel like if I were a shoe, this would be me. This is the energy I want to give. This shoe is the energy that I want to give. They also match the color of many things that I own. This is one of my favorite colors, and I love it so much. By the way, both the shoes and the bag are from Charles & Keith. My next favorite is also in the realm of shoes, and it's a pair of boots. It's from this brand called Staccato, and I actually got it from a shop that I would traditionally consider to be selling auntie shoes. But the aunties know what's up, because these shoes are the most comfortable pair of boots that I have ever worn. The leather is so soft, and they are a block heel. They're a size too big for me, but that's okay because I put these insoles inside and they fit me perfectly when the insoles are in, and this way my sister can wear them as well because my sister is a size bigger than me. I love wearing boots or heels even in casual settings, and these are so comfortable that I honestly feel like I'm wearing sneakers without the look of wearing sneakers. So I get an elevated look while also being comfortable, and what more could I ask for? Next item on my list is a pair of pants. It's these sweatpants that I got from Named Collective, and they are just so cute. They don't even look like sweatpants. I actually wore these pants for the Doja Cat concert, and I got so many compliments on them. I just wanted to be comfortable because I was going to be on the floor, so we went really early, and I just don't think anyone could tell that they were sweatpants. They have this cutout on the sides that just elevates the pants so much, and on the back they have this little detail that looks kind of like a tramp stamp, and I love that, and it says Named Collective. Even the tag is adorable. Like, isn't that just the cutest pair of pants you've ever seen? I love them so much, and they're so comfortable. The last thing that I've written down is more of a concept and less of an item, and it's playing a character every day. One of my favorite things to do this year was to try to think of the character or the vibe that I want to give for the month, and then plan outfits based on that, almost like I'm a designer for a TV show and I'm planning the outfits for the girl in the show, but it's just me. and that just made life so much more fun. I had different things going on each month this year. For example, I had a month when I was interning, so it was really fun to plan like office siren concept outfits, this boss girl energy that I wanted to give. I just dressed for the energy that I want to give. And I think it's also a form of manifestation, honestly, to dress exactly as who you want to be. The next category is beauty. In the realm of beauty, the first thing I can show you right now, it's layers in the hair. I've been loving getting my hair layered lately. It's December now, and I think this year I've gotten my hair layered twice. So I've gotten 2 haircuts this year, which I never used to do. I used to cut my hair like once every 1.5 to 2 years. But lately I've just been loving getting layers put in my hair. It also allows me to keep my hair really long. My hair is actually almost touching my waist. So I think it lets the hair have volume and body without me feeling the need to cut it short, and I've really been enjoying that. My next favorite for beauty is this Girly On lipstick. My friend got this for me. I'm not wearing it right now, but it's just the perfect shade and consistency. The texture is so beautiful. Let me show it to you. It's stunning, and also like this packaging. I mean, come on. This is the mirror. It says my name on it over here. It's just the most beautiful lipstick I have ever owned, and it's honestly one of my prized possessions. Recently on my birthday, I lost my purse, and I was so gutted because my camera was in my purse, but another reason that I was really sad was because this lipstick was in my purse, and I was so scared that I wouldn't get it back. But I did, and I'm never letting it go again. I've been wearing this almost every day. I'm not wearing it today. Today I'm wearing another favorite. This Angel by MAC. This is Angel. It looks pretty similar on camera to this one actually. Let me show you the difference. Angel is far lighter. Okay, can you see? Yes, Angel is far lighter than the Girly On lipstick. The reason I bought Angel is actually because it's the lipstick that Kim Kardashian used to wear in the 2000s. I've been super obsessed with Kim K's makeup in the 2000s lately, so I just knew I needed to have this when I heard that they were going to be discontinuing it, and I am so happy that I bought this. It just makes my eyes pop so much when I wear this lipstick. I think it's because it's such a light shade, so it draws all the attention to my darker features, such as my eyes. My next beauty favorite for the month is another lip product. I am a lippy girl at heart, and it is the Lancome Juicy Tubes. My friend actually got this for me for my birthday, which wasn't that long ago, but I already need to include it in a favorites video. I love wearing this shade with Angel, and I love wearing this shade with my Girly On lipstick. I haven't tried this shade yet, but I'm excited to try it. The reason I'm including this in my favorites video is not only that I love the shades, because I feel like you can get these colors from many different brands, but what I love about it is the consistency and the texture. I also really love the packaging. Let me show it to you. So it comes in a tube like this, and then when you open it, it has this little lipstick applicator. It's just so nostalgic to me. It reminds me of the 2010s, and I've been loving anything nostalgic of that era lately. The last item in my beauty favorites is a skincare item, which is unexpected because I use the same skincare for many years now. I've used the same face wash, for example, since I was like 9 years old. But this year I discovered a new moisturizer that I really love. It's by this brand called Sukin, and it's the Rose Hip Moisturizer. It's actually a night cream, but I wear it in the day and in the night. It's extremely hydrating, which is what I need from a moisturizer, and it's also made of natural ingredients, so it doesn't irritate my skin. I have super sensitive skin, so a lot of the products I use have to be made of natural ingredients, otherwise I'll get hives or eczema all over my skin, and this works perfectly for me. So the fact that I'm endorsing a skincare product in this video, it's a big deal. Now let's move on to the next category, which is media, my favorite category every year. Let's start with books. This year I have 2 favorite books. First of all, White Nights by Dostoevsky. I adored this book. I read it twice this year. I also made a TikTok about this book and why I liked it right after I read this book, which I'll include here because I think it gives a pretty good summary of the book. So, I recently read this book called White Nights by Dostoevsky. Yeah, Dostoevsky. And I wanted to recommend it to you. So it's a short story. I read it in a day. I think it's a very fast read. It's told from the point of view of a young man who suffers from extreme loneliness. This man lives alone and rarely talks to anyone. He doesn't have any friends, though he describes having acquaintances which are almost interactions. Basically, interactions that he almost has, but never quite feels brave enough to follow through with. One night he meets this girl and he actually interacts with her. So this is our female lead of the short story, and her name is Nastenka. Nastenka also turns out to be extremely lonely. She lives most of her life pinned to her grandmother's skirt. So the narrator and Nastenka become fast friends, and they become very close friends very quickly in just the 4 nights that they spend together. So the man falls in love with Nastenka pretty much immediately, but this love is unrequited because Nastenka remains in love with a man who had rented a room in her grandmother's house previously. One very interesting part about this book is the innocence of both of the characters, because they're both so untouched by the real world. They both seem to live most of their life in daydreams, which is why they can speak to each other without really having any filter. I think this innocence is what allows the author to explore a lot of different emotional themes of just being a human in general. In fact, even reading about Nastenka, she reminded me a lot of myself when I was a young girl. If you like books that explore unique characters, or you like thinking about the emotional state of people and certain emotional truths, I would recommend you pick up this book. In fact, if you like coming of age novels, I think you would enjoy this book. So, yep, White Nights. Next book that I really enjoyed was The Princess of 72nd Street by Elaine Craft. Okay, so this is one of those books that I feel weird recommending because it's so dark. It's the same way that I feel really weird telling people to read The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, because it's so dark and I feel like I can't tell someone to read that book. In the same sense, I don't think I can tell you to read this book because it's so dark, but I can tell you that it is a great book. It's very well written. It's an amazing piece of literature, in my opinion. A thought-provoking novel. It makes you think a lot about society, especially as a woman. I think it's similar to The Bell Jar in the sense of the themes that it evokes, but I would argue that it's almost like The Bell Jar if it was on something. So pick this book up at your own risk. I had to read this book really quickly because it was making me feel kind of down to be reading this, a little bit angry even at society as a whole, because there are a lot of nuances to this book, to the character in this book and her experiences that just personally were enraging me, so I had to finish reading it quickly so that I could, you know, not continue to feel those emotions over long periods of time. But that's how I usually am with books on darker subject matters. I get very emotionally invested into whatever piece of media I'm consuming at the time. So usually sadder pieces of media, I tend to, while I love them, they tend to be my favorite. I will consume them over shorter periods of time. Another disclaimer, do not read this book if you're under 18 years of age. I'm really happy that I picked up this book now when I was 21, because I think if I were younger, I might not have been able to pick up on as many social issues that the book is raising, or I might not have felt as strongly as I did towards the main character. So, Princess of 72nd Street, great book, pick it up at your own risk. The next piece of media that I'm going to talk about is TV shows. I only have one TV show to recommend this year, and it's an old TV show. It's not something that just came out this year, and that is The OC. I finally started watching The OC this year. I used to always see edits of Seth Cohen and Summer Roberts, and I used to be like, oh my god, like she's literally me. After watching the show, I would say she's not literally me, but I did really enjoy The OC. It's a really good show, and I would highly recommend watching it. I have no movies to recommend this year, which is crazy. I watched a lot of good movies this year, but I don't recommend media unless I see myself going back to it multiple times over the course of my life or over the course of the next year. And I can't say that I watched any movie that I see myself watching again this year. So because of that, I have no movies to recommend this year. For music, just like everyone else and their mom, I've been obsessed with the Marias this year. Love the Marias. The lead singer released another album called Melt. I love it so much. Every time I feel overstimulated with my day, I will listen to Melt. The next album that I was obsessed with this year was Virgin by Lorde. I think Lorde blessed us this year with Virgin, and I've always loved Lorde since I was young. The Virgin album, I mean, not only did it, I can't even say that it rekindled my love, because I can't say that my love ever unkindled for Lorde. It just hit every note. Is that the saying? It hit the nail on the head. Yeah, it hit me on the head. I loved it. I loved the Virgin album by Lorde. My favorite song in that album is Favorite Daughter. Another favorite for music this year is a very old band. I really loved Hole this year. I always kind of liked Hole. Like, I had a few songs of theirs that I liked, the more popular ones like Jennifer's Body, Doll Parts, but this year I actually listened to their whole discography, and I really fell into a rabbit hole, not only of Hole but also Courtney Love, and it's been one of my favorite artists this year, actually. Another favorite of mine this year specifically was this band called Dea Matrona. I'll insert a photo over here of the band. The lead singers are these two girls who are best friends, or sisters. I'm not sure if they're sisters or best friends, but I've been really loving their vibe. I really like their music as well. I like watching them perform on YouTube, so that's another favorite of mine this year. And I think that's all that I'll include for my 2025 favorites as far as media is concerned. Our next category is miscellaneous, and for miscellaneous I have 2 items to share with you. My first obsession this year has been skull pandas. This was my first skull panda. I got her from a vending machine, and she's just beautiful. Then this was my next skull panda that I got recently. She's also just stunning. I love the design of these, and I also keep getting the purple ones, so I love how they match. And this is my most recent skull panda. I just got her. She's grape scissors. Do you see how she's like scissors? I just love them so much. The design of them, they're so intricately made and they're so beautiful, and I love the concept of every collection. This is the Sound series, and these 2 are from the Faced Begins. They also have this baby pink series that I really want to get. I do, however, love how all my skull pandas at the moment match each other. I also have one on my purse. This is the Wednesday Addams from the Wednesday series. My friend got this for me for my birthday, and she's actually my child. So that's been my obsession lately, skull pandas. My next miscellaneous obsession, and the last item in this video, is Ladurée. Ladurée macarons. I am in love. The rose flavored macaron, and there's this blue macaron, I think it's called Marie Antoinette tea flavored macaron, to die for. Also, just the experience of going to Ladurée, getting this box full of macarons, I feel like Blair Waldorf, and I love it. It's just a great pick-me-up, and that's my final favorite. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. That was my 2025 favorites. All of my social media will be linked down below, and let me know something that's your favorite that you discovered in 2025. Bye! Say bye, children.